Hello and welcome here to live commentary of a pre-season friendly between Maltby Main and Stocksbridge Park Steels here on the Stocksbridge Park Steels YouTube channel with me, your commentator, Adam Allcroft, and sponsored by Jason Rawson Carpet Fitter and Suppliers. So the kickoff times have been a bit confusing, admittedly, going into this. We've had it on our social media as 7:30, Maltby Main's at 7:45, and the teams are out now right in the middle here as we've seemed to have got onto a compromise. So we'll have a quick run through of the teams before we kick off. So Maltby Main's team is as follows. It's Wright in goal, then it's Marsden, Ellison, another Wright, Matthew Ray, the former Steel centre-back, Harriet, Ord, Curry, Hardwick, Sam Aykroyd and Sullivan. The Steels team is a trialist in goal, then it's Jordan Lemon, Jack Tinker, Mitch Langton, the under-18 Tyler Foley, Luke Hogg, Curtis Turner, Ross Goodwin, Ifya Fabu, Thomas Poole and Lewis McCaskill. The referees are just shaking hands here. Maltby Main have had a good pre-season before we get to it, so we'll have a quick run through of that. They had a draw with Kiverton Miners Welfare, beating Ilkeston Town 2-1, and at the weekend beating Cromford and Worksworth Town 6-2, aside from the Central Midlands League. So Maltby are currently just over the ball now as we get ready for kick-off here. So we just wait for the kick-off of what is going to be another hopefully entertaining pre-season side as Saturday was for the Stocksbridge with that 4-1 win over Rossington Main. And here we go. Kicking off by Maltby in the black and white striped shirts, black shorts and black socks kicking from right to left, while Stocksbridge Park Steels in the yellow shirts, blue shorts and blue socks kicking from left to right. Maltby immediately on the type down the left wing, ball going in or just missing the 6-yard box. Almost a goal within 10 seconds of the kickoff for Maltby as it goes out for a throw into the Steels on the opposite end. So we've already mentioned one of former Steel that you'll know of in the lineup for Maltby today. That's Matthew Ray. Scored a couple of goals from centre back as well. But the main person that you will know is obviously the man you may just be able to hear in the background of this commentary, Lee Thompson, who was assistant manager for the Steels for several years and also the caretaker manager following the departure of Chris Hilton before Ian Richards came in. He's just taken charge of Maltby Main this summer after being the manager of Kerriton Myers Welfare. As the ball bounced to Maltby here, they just some passing the back, but it's a well-timed tackle there that has stopped that. Maltby still on the ball here. Sullivan on the left-hand side. He's back into the middle here. Poor touch and charged down by Poole, throwing to Maltby about 10 yards into the Steel's half on this left-hand side here. Maltby starting off strong so far in this game. Maltby perennially thorns in Stocksbridge's paw as Stocksbridge Maltby seem to lose the ball in the corner flag. Actually, it's not gone out and they're going to carry on with it. It's bounced out here to the left backers before the Steels are able to clear, and it's a free kick to Stocksbridge as well. So, yeah, as we say, there's been a lot of change for Maltby since January. New chairman, new manager, new a lot of things. A lot of different players here as well. See, the Steels were here back in January on a miserable January midweek night for the Sheffield Senior Cup, where the Steels would lose on penalties in that one. It was 1-1 in the end. Charlie Oglesby scoring the Steels goal. Oglesby not here today. Hey, no, he's still signed as McCaskill is getting on the left-hand side here. We're going to put a ball in. It's a high lofted ball. If your favourite rises, headed away by Maltby, and they're going to be the first onto that one. Ross Goodwin's going to try down. I think Goodwin was actually kind of defending it with Faber as well. It's just stuck in this left-back position here for Maltby as they try to pass it through, but it's a poor pass. Hogg gets onto it. Turner with some space, takes it leftwards, carrying on, going to the left as he lays it off to McCaskill on the left wing. Trying to face up with his man before a good tackle goes in and it's going to go out for a corner kick to Stocksbridge. About 3 minutes into this game so far, and the Steels here get a set piece. Stocksbridge having scored from a corner on Friday night against Rossington with Jack Watson on them, who will be a second half player. If you go onto our Twitter account now, you'll see who is going to be in our second half teams. In the first half teams, there's going to be quite a few changes, not fit. Here comes Poole's corner. Good one in, punched away well by Wright, the Maltby goalkeeper. Hogg's going to be the first one onto that, but it's almost at the own halfway line. He ends up passing it back to Jack Tinker, who's going to now give it back to the Trials goalkeeper. But Maltby are pressing to see if they can force a mistake, but the Trials goalkeeper sprays it back out to Tinker, who chests it down behind him and then gets the pass off to Hogg. Trying to do some 1-2 passing, but it's a very high pass from Hogg for Tinker, who can only head it out to play. It's a throw into Maltby on this right-hand side now. Just can see that Rich is in our comments saying, "Evening, Adam, just finished the running club. Hope it's gone well. Has anyone registered any good times for our running club?" By the way, if you are interested, we do run a Stocksbridge Park Steels running club. Just message Rich in the comments, actually. He'll tell you. But if not, just it is on Twitter or message at the football club account now, because I can't exactly remember the exact Twitter handle for the running club. It's just a free kick to Stocksbridge now after Maltby tried to play the way into the box. A few more youngsters will be featured for the Steels today. One in the first half is Tyler Foley, who was a regular in the under-18 side as they went unbeaten last year in the league. He only one loss all season was in the FA Youth Cup. Foley, though, is the other interesting bit thing as McCaskill here tries to win the ball, but it's headed away from him and then charged down. But that has got McCaskill back the ball, and he's going to try and evade the tackle before he does eventually lose the ball and actually gives a foul away as well. Tyler Foley is also the son of former Sheffield Wednesday player Johan Foley, who was a regular in the midfield. Oh, wait, hey, Johan. That's the thing, though, normally you don't get your own country if you actually sit next to people you're talking about. But just for points of view, you'll know him from the late 2000s period under Paul Stoke and Brian Laws. And now his son here at Stocksbridge, hoping to make the breakthrough this season at centre back today. As it's cleared out here by Luke Hogg and then out for a throw-in. So we just wait for this ball to go back into play. We've got quite a few fans here today for Monday night. I think a lot of ground hoppers are taking advantage of the fact that we don't see many games on a Monday night and trying to tick Muglet Lane off the list of grounds to hit. As Tinker's getting his shirt pulled all the way after that throw-in, but nothing given. But eventually Turner clears it down, headed away by Maltby central defender, who goes back to Tinker, who boots it back up. Afebu's going to try and challenge this one, but easily headed out and out for a throw-in to the Steels here. Down here on the left-hand side, Stocks. Not much to speak of currently in the first 6 minutes of this game, as Turner gets past one player there and then lays it off to Tinker, who's pushing forward, allows a tackle to go into him, and actually earns a free kick from that one. As a few of the Steels players come in front of me here, as they prepare for coming on to the second half later on. And Elliot Murray, who's still recovering from the injury suffered at the end of last season. But it's a free kick to the Steels here. Poole will look to swing this one in right-footed from the left wing, very edge of the pitch. Poole, ball swinging in, looking for the far end. Goodwin almost getting a head onto that at the far post, but misses out on it. It's going to be a goal kick here. Last pre-season friendly we had against Maltby was back in 2021, when Thompson was actually in the other dugout and actually playing that game. And one of his sons also playing that game for the Steels. Who now in the other dugout, Maltby main winning 2-1 that day. The only goal for the Steels coming from Scott Ruven, as that ball almost went out, but the left back recovered quite well, and Maltby just break through midfield before Goodwin gets tripped. I think Goodwin did a bit easy as well to earn the free kick, but welcome to the experience that Goodwin has. He knows how to fall. As Lemon quickly tries to switch play, but it's cut out well and cleared by Maltby. As Foley just misses out on that header, it goes back. Langton will cover, and he'll give it back to the trialist goalkeeper, who boots it right out to Lemon, who slices the ball here as it goes to Afebu. Looks to turn, tackle goes in, but just gives it back to Hogg, and now back to Lemon on the right-hand side. Lemon looks to get the ball down the wing, he slices it, and it's just going to go out for a throw in there. The opportunity to attack disappears with a poor ball forward. If you are in the comments today, feel free. Yes, Rich, by the way, is the same trialist as we had on Friday night against Rossington. It's hard sometimes to keep track of all the trialists in pre-season, as quite a few do happen, as a ball goes over the top that Maltby will chase. And it's a battle with Foley, and Foley just loses down the battle on the left-hand side. Maltby trying to get the ball in, but Foley makes the block, and it's out for a corner kick to Maltby, and they make their first corner of the game here on the 8-minute mark here. So Maltby main will be here. Ball goes in for Maltby, looking for the far post. Free header, but it goes wider than he initially was. Great opportunity for Maltby to take the lead, but he gets the header all wrong. The defender had come up, and it goes wider than he was in position. So Back to be a goal kick here for the Steels. So, Trials goalkeeper, who we didn't really get a chance to see much of in the game against Roston. It obviously did concede one, but he couldn't really do much about that. It was a free header from Ross Hanna. But didn't really get to see him make many saves, really. Not had many opportunities as Maltby heads that one away, but only back to Goodwin, who's going to send it over the top. That Faber who's going to chase. It goes onto the left-hand side of the box. He leaves it for McCaskill, who hooks it down well. Looks to beat his man, trying to spin his way through, and eventually the defender is able to rob the ball off him. He's trying to get it to the corner. McCaskill still harassing, and the clearance just goes right to Turner. Turner left-footed ball in. He slices it a bit, easy to clear, throwing to the Steels on the left-hand side here. It goes over to the cricket field over on the opposite side of this pitch. We're in the main stand here at Maltby on the wooden benches here in the main stand. Been a stadium that's ran for many, many years, this one, though there has been the odd improvement from time to time as the throw-in goes in here to McCaskill, back to Tinker. Tinker puts the ball in. Header goes behind. There's still a chance here. Goodwin tries to get a header onto it. Bounced in the box. Slice clearance from Maltby. It's not completely away, but that header will get it properly away. Langton looks to battle for it, but it goes to Tyler Foley, who puts one forward. McCaskill's going to look to try and get onto it, but the goalkeeper there first. Steele's yet to really get any attacks going at the moment, as it's just in central defence now for Maltby. 10 minutes gone in this game. It is 0-0. Nothing really major to talk about as of yet, as Stocksbridge looks to build their attack. Turner tries to slip it through there to McCaskill, but he gets on the wrong side of the defender and goes out for a throw-in here. Just notice how fans who initially on the left-hand side have managed to do the entire circuit and standing over all the advertising hoardings on the opposite end. Throwing down the line here as it goes to Foley, who heads it down and controls it, but he's going to be robbed of the ball here. And now it's down here on the left-hand side for Maltby. The number 7 tears with some pace down, gets it past Levin, but Goodwin gets a block on it and clears. It's going to go down into the right-hand side and then cleared down the line into the midfield, but then charged down by Lemon again, goes into the middle, and Sullivan is caught there. It's going to be a free kick for Maltby, about 35 yards out here on the left-hand side, a chance to put the ball in for the home side. Here comes right-footed ball, skimmed in, and it's going to go through, and there was a touch there. Appeals for a penalty as well. Touch from the moment, and it goes out for a goal kick. Not a clear enough connection, and I think Stockbridge have been let off by a couple of the set pieces here so far. So it's back here with the trialist goalkeeper for now, the only trialist in this side as it goes long down here. Look for Goodwin, but headed away by the Maltby defender. It's going to go out for a throw. Tinker throws it down here to Hogg, but it's actually the referee's going to make him do it again. Because we're not really sure what's happening here. Which makes me look like a terrible commentator, and to be honest I am, so it's going to be, they're going to retake the throw-in, so I'm not sure what was wrong with the initial one, but we will see what happens then. And here goes, it tries to drill it down, looking for Turner, but Maltby able to defend and get past a challenge there, and then another tackle from Stocksbridge goes in, and going to be a throw-in here over on that end, and Maltby will get the ball back now. And they're going to get it down the right-hand side. It's very quick here. Allcroft down the right is going to be harassed all the way by Foley, and still in play despite Foley's initial challenge. It's going to be centred here. Going to tackle, going to get through, and Maltby are clear in the box, and it's a sliding challenge from Tinker, and the penalty is given to Maltby. Bit of a clumsy one from Tinker there. He's not really hauled the player down at all, but he's made enough contact for the referee to decide to give the penalty, and Maltby have the chance to take the lead here. Or if we look at another point of view, it's a chance for the trials to show Ian Richards why he should be signed up. So Maltby here with the penalty and the chance about 13 minutes in to take the lead here. Sam Aykroyd here with the ball on the spot. Well, at least that's what the Maltby sheet says. Anyway, Aykroyd steps up, runs up, takes a shot. Saved by the Trials goalkeeper, and the rebound goes in there, and Maltby take the lead. It's not the greatest penalty in the world. It was low down, fairly simple one for the save, but the Stocksbridge defenders were not quick enough there, and that meant that Maltby were first onto it. They've knocked it in from close range, and it's 1-0 Maltby in this pre-season friendly. Not going to be what his attention is. So, as you may have heard on the Tanner there, goal scorer was number 8, Oliver Curry. Maltby just responded quicker to that penalty. It was a good save from the goalkeeper, but the defender couldn't have done it. So, it's back to Jordan Lemon here, who's going to send it long, looking for Poole over the top. It's going to bounce, and Poole may just well keep this in. He does keep it in at the corner flag. Cuts inside, peels it. He may have been out, but he's not been given. Back to Lemon, who puts the ball in. Turner just misses the header there in the box, and it's going to throw it out to be a throw-in on the other side. So Steele's now 1-0 down after that penalty kick. What was converted after the rebound. Stocksbridge haven't really shown much of what they showed on Friday night against Rossington so far. As ball bounces awkwardly, and then back to Hogg, who clears it upfield. McCaskill battles to the head and misses out, but then it's cleared by Maltby. Which Langton goes up the header. Header just goes higher than it does further away, but Langton misses the second one, and then this could be an opportunity, but Foley cuts out that interception. He'll carry it away and then pass it off to Tinker, who's turns his charge down and out for a throw-in here. Tinker will have the throw-in, throws it down to Poole in the centre, and then he'll have to be forced backwards, being tackled and charged by Alex Hardwick, who's causing him problems, but Hardwick's given away the foul there. They're close to the edge of the pitch, and Hardwick and the management team of Maltby not happy with that one. It was a light one, in all honesty. But Stocksbridge will get a free kick and a chance to get the ball forward here. Stocksbridge, who haven't really shown the same sort of attacking prowess they showed in the game against Rossington, when they scored 4 times against Northern Counties playoff winners. And a counter-attack after that header away. Could go to Sam Aykroyd, gets on the left-hand side. Lemon's going to harass him and force him out further, and he's got to go backwards. He gets it back here to Sullivan. Sullivan here looking to go right-footed, but instead instead of switching play, he's going to give it back now to Harriet. Charging forward here, gets it to Sullivan, who takes a touch forward, but Foley able to intercept and clears it away. Goes all the way back to Billy Wright, who gets it out to Ellison on the left. Back into the centre now. Maltby still on the ball. Back to Wright, who knocks it long to the left wing. Going to be a fight here on the left wing now as it goes behind the dugout where you can't really see it this ground. And it's going to go rebound out for a corner kick. Maltby given some more energy after they've taken the lead in this game. 17 minutes gone in this game so far. It is 1-0 to Maltby Main, and Maltby have a chance to double that lead now with this set piece. So here comes the corner where they've looked good from some of these set pieces earlier on in the game. Ball going in. Keeper is able to get a punch onto it. Hogg's going to chase this down as it goes onto the Maltby's right wing, and Hogg gets a bit of push over and earns the free kick from there. As it will be a free kick here for the Steels. Lee Thompson and the Maltby Main committee to the right to me not happy with that decision. As it now goes back here for the Trials goalkeeper to send it long. McCaskill heads it on. Poole tries to head it back to him, but it only goes to Goodwin, gets a touch on, and it's going to go out of play for a Maltby front. Stockbridge not making anything stick up front at the moment. It is in many ways playing a bit like the Sheffield Senior Cup game where Stockbridge struggled to really get anything going at the attacking end there, but they did get one eventually, which forced it to the shootout as Langton clears that one long. Goes for a throw-in on the halfway line. And they're getting it down the line, down the right-hand side here to Hardwick. Foley with him at the moment. Hardwick cuts inside, passes it to the right-hand side here to Ord, and Ord's going to try and get down that wing now. He's blocked off by Turner, and it's going to be another corner kick to Maltby, who are in the ascendancy in this game so far. They lead 1-0 as well. Fourth corner of the game for Maltby May. Here comes the left-footed Inting cross, goes in, and the keeper gets a punch onto it. There was a lot of chaos in the box there before Maltby head it over from close range. The goalkeeper is angry that he thinks there was a foul on him. I don't think it was. I think he just got beaten to the punch. And then it's now going to be a free kick here for the Steels. Not free kick, goal kick for the Steels. Just wait for Trials goalkeeper sending it long now. Now it's Thomas Poole going to try and get the header, but it's headed out for a throw that everyone was appealing for, but it's going to be given Stocksbridge away. As we do apologise for some language you maybe hear from the fans who aren't happy with the decisions. Can't control what everyone else does as Lemon looks to switch play, but Tinker's going to have to chase this down the left-hand side, but it's going to go out here and just Maltby Main looking more like the team that have had, well, a few more friendlies and a bit more match ready than Stocksbridge at the moment with some of the poor passing we've seen from the Steels so far in this game. 20 minutes gone, it's 1-0 to Maltby. The goal from Oliver Curry, and Maltby on the attack again on the right wing, but the offside flag has gone off and stopped that one. It took a few seconds for the flag to go up, but it eventually did. Hello, Neil Hennessy from UC Build. Happy to be listening to Sport and Steels again this evening. Delighted for the sport. But, well, I talked about our sponsors earlier and how you can sponsor the club. Always appreciate anyone who can help us out. And yeah, plenty of coverage for your business as well if you sponsor us. As that ball goes right back to Maltby, they clear it up, but Langton heads it into midfield. Hogg gets a big shove over there through the back, and it'll be a free kick to the away side. So free kick here just about 5 yards into Steel's own half, and Langton's going to allow people to go out. So Langton here got a few options here. Goodwin's on the furthest line he can be. Instead, Langton's going to get it to Lemon on the right-hand side with plenty of space. Lemon who's going to carry it forward. Going to try and slip through Poole, but the pass off target, and it goes back to the Maltby 10s. We're going to look to try and launch a counter, but the Trials goalkeeper's come out of his box and just booted that one into the field beyond the stand here. Yeah. So while we get the ball boys out to fetch that one, just want to talk about our sponsors. So thank you to Airflow, UC Build, Presto, Steel FC, DB Sports, Futurefies, GenFab, and Bradford Brewery for their sponsorship this season. All our sponsorships can be bought on our website, stocksbridgeps.co.uk, and we would be very, very grateful if you do. So Maltby there, just after that throw, did try and put the ball into the box, but it's a bit overhit and it's gone out for a goal kick now. So Maltby back to the Trials goalkeeper. Has been more, but it's be against someone to play Steel's work to get an equaliser. Is that? They really haven't, which is a bit concerning because you'd expect that McCaskill, Poole, out in a favour. Actually, there was a great front line last year. Obviously, he's got plenty of goals when Rawson was out and helped in that incredible run. That was the main reason we got to the playoffs. That fantastic run from October to the end of January, really. So surprised they've not been able to really do much with this side. It's actually what you'd expect to be a very similar lineup to the one you'd expect us to start. Maybe you put Oglesby and Murray in the centre-back roles instead, but other than that, this is very similar. As Lemon clips all in, headed into the box, but out again, but it goes to McCaskill on the edge, and he's going to get down the left-hand side. Pings box in, ball in, but it's cleared away by Ray. Throw in on the left-hand side. McCaskill here trying to create something in this first half. As Tinker throws it down like to Poole. Poole is going to be forced backwards, gives it back to Tinker. Tinker then gives it all the way back to Hogg, who clips it over the top and then headed up into the air by the Maltby defender. Is it just going to bounce a bit? Tinker gets it to Turner, who tries to evade one. A good sliding challenge there by Ray. And he goes in properly on his former teammate there. And it's going to be a throw into the Steels close to the halfway line here. Hello, Ashton. Can see. Thank you for listening as well today. As it bounces over, and Maltby get a throw in after that initial throw was poorly done. And now Maltby will look to push themselves. 24 minutes gone in this game so far. It's 1-0 to Maltby. Throwing down the line here. It's going to go all the way down here to Ackroyd. Foley comes in with a good tackle though. He's going to carry away from the on-rusher and then clear it upfield, and he gets to a Faber who might be able to chance to turn here. He looks to turn. Gets the pass through to Turner. No. Turner then sends one down for McCaskill to chase, and he's going to get onto it. He's trying to get the beating of his man, but it's a well done tackle there and clear down the line. But Tinker's going to keep it in. The pressure's staying on. Tinker takes a pause before trying to charge forward. Lays it off here for Tinker, and here comes a shot and headed out by Ray. It's a corner kick for Steels, and it's one of the better moves from the away side there. Ben Harriott making some crucial blocks on Maltby, but some good play there between Faber and Tinker, who did get in the way each other a bit. And now it's a corner for the Steels. With quite a few people coming up. Tyler Foley, Mitch Langton up there from centre back. Here comes the ball, and ball going to go to the far post. Goodwin tries to get a head onto it, but I think it may have come off Ray last, but the referee doesn't agree because it's going to give it as a goal kick. It's a good-looking corner. Delivered to a very dangerous area. Ross Goodwin was the man trying to connect to the end of it, but unfortunately could not do it. Back with Miles right now in the Maltby goal. Miles Wright's going to send this one long, up by Hardwick, and it's going to then bounce out play for a Stocksbridge throw-in on this left-hand side. It's not been a thrilling game, in all honesty. It has been pretty typical pre-season fare, especially with the way Stocksbridge passing has been at times. It's not been like the Roster game, which was quite exciting and quite entertaining. Both sides really going for it. This one's been a bit more edgy, a bit more fragmented, and Maltby, you can see, have had that extra couple of weeks of training compared to Stocksbridge, as Ackroyd tries to get down the right-hand side, evades a tackle really well, tries to slip one in, but Langton's there and clears it up. Goes to Poole, who looks to get control, but he loses it, but then it goes to a Faber, who spins out challenge really well. Then with a turn of pace, gets past one, and Faber just then with a heavy hit knocks it into the box. And after some brilliance there to get past two men, he then tries a bit too much there and gives it back to the goalkeeper. You just thought Faber was going to go on one of those tears that he can do so well. Well, but unfortunately, there goes the long ball here, and Langton heads it away to Hogg, who does control it with his arm there, and he's going to get penalised for it. It's going to be a free kick about 35 yards in the centre for Maltby Main. So it's a free kick here with Matt Ord, the man standing over it. Probably do wonder how he can do. It's a bit too central to do much with, but he's going to get it through around the left, who chests it down really well, lays it across, but Langton almost puts it into his own goal. Going to be a corner kick there. And it was Matt Ray who just span off Ross Goodwin really simply there, and now it's going to be another. And Steele's lucky not to be 2-0 behind here. Corner kick here. Now for Maltby on this left-hand side will be a right-footed ball in. Here comes a very high ball. Look at that far post, but beyond absolutely everyone. Matt Ray will try and chase it down, but he's going to go up for a throw-in, and that is the sort of corner he's not going to be pleased about doing when he looks back tomorrow at this game. Stocksbridge will get a chance to clear the ball away now, see if they can get. They have looked a bit better over the last few moments of this game, last few minutes. Some decent play, and if your Faber almost charging through there before overhitting one. I don't know if it was just an overhit part of his dribble or actually was a pass, but either way, it went back to the goalkeeper. Faber there charged down, clearance on the edge of the line, and then Turner gets him well, but then Maltby the ones who can get onto the ball and get it away. And it's in their midfield now, but that's been blocked by Hogg. Hogg gets in with the second challenge, bounces, looking for McCaskill, and McCaskill will bear down on goal here. But one defender and a fantastic sliding challenge from Matt Ray to stop McCaskill, and Ray will clear it upfield here. And it's now in the field, and it's a trip there on Ord, and it's going to be a free kick there, and it's Matt Ray who has been absolutely bossing that Maltby defence so far. I don't even think he's been at a club since he left Stocksbridge following the shortened 22 season, but he's doing very well here today. 2021 season, I've got. So back Hogs won this ball now. It's in midfield for Stocksbridge. He's going to try and send it long, but that one, I heard Hogs say that's gone as soon as he hits it. So, and it's out for a throw into Maltby. 29 minutes gone, 1-0 to Maltby Main at the moment. Goal from Oliver Curry after the penalty from Ackroyd was saved by the trialist goalkeeper. Friend going down the line here, headed on, and it's going to be Ackroyd who can get the beat of his man, but the offside flag is up, much to the annoyance of the Maltby fans here. The Steels get a bit of a let-off from the linesman's flag. And looks like Hardwick's still a bit unhappy with that decision, and telling Mitch Langton exactly what he thinks, but that allowed him to sneak the ball to Lemon, the Christ goalkeeper. Sent one long for Hull, try and chase. Pool's going to have a battle to keep it in, and he can't. It's going to be a goal kick here. Nothing really working in the attack for the Steels in this first half. It'll all be down to what we can see from the players in the second half. For Stocksbridge, only Goodwin, a few players will be staying on. Goodwin, Hogg, and Lemon. Not sure how long for though. But we'll see the likes of Luca DeFalco in that next half, and Jack Watson, who made such a positive impression in the game against Rossington May. And there's a bit of battle here as Hardwick takes a shot, and it's a spilled save. The trialist goalkeeper, and it's out for a corner kick to Maltby. It's Ryan Ellison heading over to take this corner on the right wing. He's going to look to do as he has done the previous corners, left-footed in swinger. So here he steps up, left-footed in swinger, looking for that far post. Headed up by Ackroyd and just over the bar. Hanging really well there, but just not able to keep his header down. Now, remains just 1-0 to Maltby Main at the moment, but the set pieces from Maltby continue to be dangerous. Back for the trialist keeper here now. Sends it down long here, looking for Thomas Poole, who heads it on. McCaskill will look to get the beat, and his man bounces off McCaskill's back, but he keeps it, and he's going to take it leftwards for a big sign challenge from right, goes in, and it's out for a Maltby throw-in as well here. So Maltby will get the ball back here on this right-hand side. Steels again have struggled really to get anything going in attack. You have to praise the Maltby defence, who have, anytime they look like they're on the back foot, but as I say, that they're clearly being charged down, but it's going to bounce over your throwing. The Maltby will have to take it much deeper, much closer to the edge of their own box now. I say the Maltby defence has been incredibly strong and very impressive in this first half. Just even when the Steels have been able to break with a bit of pace through McCaskill and Afebu, it's usually either Ray or Harriet who's been able to stop it with a sliding challenge. As Maltby get the ball further down the field. They do have another throw in on the halfway line here. Going to throw it down the line here. It goes back to Harriet. Harriet, ball goes down and blocked by McCaskill, but then ball sent back down the line again. It can be a throw into Steels though this time. 33 minutes gone, and so far in this game, 1-0 to Maltby. In a game where Steels have failed to inspire so far. Tinker just taking his time with his throwing and going to try and get it down the line. Gets it to Poole, and he gets his entry here too. McCaskill, who passes it back to Hogg, a bit over hit for Hogg, but Hogg gets it anyway. And he's going to spray it out to Lemon on the right hand side, who controls it well, gets it on his foot, sends it down the line, but then that's just going to go into the defence of Maltby, who, because of their initial poor control, can only clear it out to be a throw in here. Back with Jordan Lemon now. Lemon here will Down to a Faber, tries to knock it back to him, but Faber loses the ball, and Maltby have it back here. They clear it out here, and some good passing from Maltby here, but blocked up by Langton there. It's going to be a throw on the left-hand side. Now for Ellison, looking to take it quickly, but decides against it, and he's going to instead take a bit more time over this one. Going down, Chester down, goes to Hogg, peels for a free kick, not given. Hogg going to take a couple of touches, sends on down line, Pull to Chase. I think Pull might be in an offside position here, but it's not being given by the referee. Pull on the outside, gets it round to McCaskill, just a bit too high for him, and he tries to use his head to get it down, but it's a bit beyond him. It's going to go out for a throw into Maltby on the opposite side. Just the final ball is lacking. I say the final ball. Sometimes the second to final ball and the third to final ball has been lacking from Stocksbridge today. From quite a rough performance in this first half. Trying down the line here, headed back now by Sullivan, and he goes into the midfield for Curry, who's under control before it's cleared out by Marsden. But Langton will cover it and pass it back to his tries goalkeeper. Takes a bit of a bobble the ball as it goes back to him, but he is able to clear it out. But only all the way back to Ord, who's controlled it really well and gets past Goodwin. He's going to charge down this left-hand side now. We'll try to get beyond Lemon here, but Lemon uses his body, blocks him in the way. But then again, you think Ord's got it back there as it goes out, but then Goodwin comes in, tackles and clears it down, and then headed out of play by Wright, throwing to the Steels back in their own half. Lemon waits for the ball to get back to him. And well, it's actually a very pleasant night here in Maltby. I thought it was going to be a miserable rainy one. I've seen some of the weather we've had earlier. We've had some of those mad showers again that we've been seeing over the last few days, and actually been quite a lovely summer's evening for once. And I did notice on my way here, going through Wickersley, that everyone seemed to be in the pub garden on the way through. As the throw-in go down and immediately headed right back out to be a throw-in. And it's Shields will look to try and see if they can build something from this attack. Throwing good in there, and it's going to go back. It is being a bit of a blind spot for us behind the red metal dugout. Here comes the ball, and Goodwin tries to get the header on. It's a free header for Goodwin, but he mistimes it, and it's going to go well wide from Goodwin. And I think even he admits, and I think he was kind of admitting it as he put his arms up in annoyance, that he should have done better with that one. That really should have been a chance for 1-1 there. It's a good quality ball into the box. Back from Miles Wright for this goal kick here. 36 minutes gone, I'm sorry, in this game so far, and it is 1-0 to Maltby, with Stockbridge not really having a chance to speak of. Ball goes long here, following a strong header away, headed back by Maltby, and then Goodwin comes in with the header. Favourite chance to get to it, but back to Elson, who clears out only for Lemon. Is going to boot that one long, and McCaskill will try and chase it to put. Yeah, and it's going to go out, very close to going out to play here on the throwing side, and McCaskill tried to keep it in. Here, and Miles Wright, not only a few inches there from being caught out there, but will be a throw to Maltby very close to their own corner flag. So back for Marsden on the right side. Will get it down as far as he can, and I think he's been kicked into his own head there by Alex Hardwick. And before it goes back now to the Stocksbridge goalkeeper, who gets the ball here to the Jordan Lemon on the right hand side. Will first time get the ball down. Poole looks to get the beating of his man. He headed up into the air by Wright and then booted out for a Stocksbridge throw in close to the corner flag here. Lemon will head forward for the throw in. Poole is doing. So if one thing we could say about Poole's performance so far is he is testing the line quite well and really trying to stretch it as much as he can. Lemon throws it short here, and it's going to go back to him. He takes a touch. Will look to try and get the ball in. It's being deflected though and cleared by Maltby. And it's going to go now to Hardwick, who looks to get the beating of Foley. And he gets around him initially. Foley will look to recover as Hardwick gets down, and Foley will take him with a sliding challenge there. And it's going to be a free kick on the right-hand side there. Hardwick will remain down for now. As I think Hardwick, who's had a battle with some of the physical players in the Maltby forward line, shows that he can get stuck in as well. But it will be a free kick to Maltby on the right side, a chance for them to put the ball in here.
Stocksbridge, isn't it, Red? Definitely.
So one of those that probably would have been a booking in a normal game, but pre-season we do tend to just not do the bookings or yellow cards as it's, well, pre-season. Then I did see, I did watch Friendly the other day where there was a red card, which was interesting. And obviously you may have seen the instance as about Maltby there, the free kick headed it back into the 6-yard area and then just can't connect to the far end and it will go out for a goal kick. Stocksbridge just being let off there as Maltby continue to show their strength from set pieces. Yeah, you may have seen the viral story of the Patterson brothers in the match between Howe and Parkgate, both having a bit of a fracas together and then both getting sent off. I mean, Parkgate's Twitter has revealed today that they've both been grounded for that, so a bit of a amusing moment in non-league. You only get in non-league, it seems. A bit like at Rossington on Friday, we had a fun fair next door that with a band playing live music as Steels ran out 4-1 winners there. Maybe that's what we need in this game as we currently losing 1-0 at the moment. 40 minutes gone so far in this game. Get on the line here, looking for McCaskill to get on the end of it. McCaskill is fighting for it in that far corner. It's bounced out. It's going to be a corner kick to the Steels, though the Maltby players claiming that wasn't out. Be a corner here for Thomas Poole here. So here comes Poole's corner in. It's skimmed and Langton gets somewhat ahead of it. Stays in. And Langton tries to keep him, but then it's cleared by Maltby. But only back to Hogg, who takes a touch. He has to give it back to Tinker if he's closed down. Tinker will look to get it down the line. McCaskill gets the one to try to get it turned on left side, but it's clear out for another throw-in. Did notice as I went past that Scott Ruthven, one of Lee Thompson's former players at Stocksbridge when he was the assistant manager there, was telling him to calm down as he walked past. Not sure which club Ruthven is currently at the moment, whether he's staying with Hallam or not. We're just waiting for the ball back. He's gone to over the cricket field. So a young lad has gone to fetch the ball back there, and then kicks it in the opposite direction of Jack Tinker. This Tinker here will have the throw that goes to McCaskill. Gets a good turn there. McCaskill looking to get down the line, tries to pick it back, and that's when someone goes in. McCaskill with a sliding challenge stops him there and puts it through the legs of the defender before Ord is able to clear out for another throw-in. McCaskill has been the brightest part of this first half for Stocksbridge. But it's 41 minutes gone. Tinker throw down line here. To McCaskill, control well to Tinker, tries to break through, pass it out to Turner, who's trying to evade tackle, but just is well robbed, and Stocksbridge not getting time on the ball here. And now Maltby will look to get the break. Some nice passing in their own half here, as Ord looks to carry it away. He plays it off to Ellison as he charges forward for Maltby. Tries to get it down the line. It's a poor pass though from Ellison, and it's going to go, well, I think it might not actually even get out of play. It does though eventually, and it's going to be a goal kick here. So, back for the trialist goalkeeper here. So the trialist goalkeeper will send it long, looking down to get it towards Ifia Fabu. Poole rises to the header away by right before Hogg charges and gives away the free kick going through the back of Oliver Curry there. Free kick to Maltby then. Will be kicking a few yards inside the Maltby half here. As it's back now with Ray to take this free kick and get it long. So you're doing is just marshalling some of the players to get into a slightly different position before he takes it. Because Ray is clipping it, looking to get it towards the right wing here, headed over the top of the defenders, but beyond absolutely all the attackers as well, and out for another goal kick here. So back out for the trialist goalkeeper now. So now it might go straight out this one actually from the tries keeper, and it does. Goodwin did try and get it, keep it in, but he couldn't in the end. It's going to be right back to Maltby now as we get very close to the end of the first half here. And actually, with the time it's taken to get back onto this pitch, the ball wouldn't be shocked if the half-time whistle blew as we got turned. But here it goes back in again, head up into there by Langton. Goodwin will look to get the second header, and as a Maltby player goes through the back of him, it's going to be a free kick here. For Lemon. Lemon will look to take it long, looking for Poole, but headed back out by Maltby, and Stocksbridge have another throw-in. Bit closer to the box now. Goes back to Lemon. Lemon takes touch, gets it through to a Faber. Faber looks to get the post down the right wing. Good plays. It goes to Lemon. Lemon puts the ball in. It's a dangerous looking one, and it has to be hacked away by Harris and out for a corner kick. And the Steels will end this half as we enter the 45th minute with a corner kick. And while it has been a disappointing performance overall for in this first half, ending with a goal would be a good way to do it. Most players up for the Steels. It's a bit of a poor one as Lang tried to flick on. I think it's come off the back of a Maltby player, and it's a load of red and white shirts that red and black shirts that have gone onto it as they clear out, but it's been headed back into a danger by Stocksbridge, and then they lose the ball on his right hand side, and Maltby look to carry it away, and they do eventually boot it away, but only back to the tries keeper who boots it down long again and beyond absolutely everyone and out for a throw in, and I would suspect that we'll hear the whistle go very, very soon. Throwing going down the line, and it goes back to Lemon, who heads it down to Langton, who knocks along, and that will be the half-time whistle as we end with Alex Hardwick complaining to the referee here, but we will be half-time as Maltby are leading 1-0. They got a penalty kick, which was initially saved before it was the rebound was converted by Oliver Curry. It's 1-0 here, not a thriller to say the least. It'll be a very different team in the second half for the Steels. We'll see you in 15 minutes.
Get lively, come on!
Hello and welcome back to the second half here at Muglet Lane, this pre-season friendly between Maltby Main and Stocksbridge Park Steels. It's 1-0 to Maltby Main, a goal from Oliver Curry. He scored a rebound following a penalty save by the trialist goalkeeper. We are getting ready for the second half here. I'm your commentator, Adam Allcroft, here on the commentary sponsored by Jason Rawson, carpet fitter and supplier. And we are underway. So Stocksbridge Park Steels in the yellow shirt, blue shorts and blue socks, kicking from right to left, have kicked us off, while Maltby Main in the black and red striped shirts, black shorts and black socks, kicking from left to right. So it's we haven't seen that there's been any changes for Maltby at the half, but we will tell you about the team that Stocksbridge putting out. It's a much changed team. So it's Daniel Emery in goal. Jordan Lemon stays on. It's the trialist left back, the same one that we saw on Friday night. Then it's Mitch Langton who stays on. Ross Goodwin also stays on. He'll be playing at centre back in this second half. Now, as I say, there has been a change from Maltby. There's a number 15 on. Luke Hogg stays on, but then it's Needham from the under-18s, Oliver Novak, Luca DeFalco, Jack Walston, and Luke Rawson. As Needham just gets a bit of a lesson there, and the tackle goes in on him. And the trialist left back will get the throw in there. Throwing down the line goes right back to Maltby, but they can only clear it here too. Is that Curtis? I thought we were changing. It looks like Curtis Turner's actually stayed on rather than Luke Hogg. So Ian Richards has changed his mind there on who's staying on. Back to lack. Perhaps an injury or a little knock, but you just don't want to risk it in pre-season. Turner's going to try and bulldoze through, and he earns a free kick there. Yeah, so there is a substitute. I'm not sure the man who has come on from Maltby Main. It's a number 15, which I would assume is Callum Spencer. But we haven't got the numbers for their substitutes, so we're not too sure. Anyway, Mitch Langton on the right-hand side of the halfway line is going to put the ball in. It goes through. Rawson's going to get it. Rawson volleys, and Rawson scores. It's 1-1 very quickly into the second half here. Okay, I went behind actually. Sorry, I do apologise. Looked like it in the back of the net then. I thought. People applauding like they scored an all, so I'm thinking, oh, I'm right here. No, it's still range 1-0. Sorry, for seeing a goal there. So Rawson volleyed that wide from friendly close range there. So, but much better from the Steels already. Just a couple minutes in. Goodwin heads it out to Watson. Jets that down here to Novak. Lays it out to the right hand side to Lemon. Lemon will knock the ball along here, but Watson stumbles a bit as he tries to chase onto it. But I think he might just get it in before it goes out, and he can't. He goes out for a throw in here. So it's a throw into Maltby here on this left-hand side now. Still 1-0 to Maltby. Terrible call. It's my pre-season too, is my excuse. And the throw goes down the line here. It goes all the way to Hardwick, who rolls out of a challenge. Langton's chasing him as he tries to go in centre. Langton has a bit of a nibble, and Langton's nibble gives the free kick away. Give me a chance for Maltby to put the ball into the box here. Take it short at them. But they have been forced backwards by a Stocksbridge team that were aware that was going to happen. Crossfield ball trying to get it to the right wing here. They control it down well. It goes into our little blind spot before Stocksbridge able to get the tackle and clear it out. Goes into the midfield, which Noah tries to get the tackle in, but misses it. Instead, it's Needham, Turner, who gets absolutely ragged around, and the long ball goes forward for Luca DeFalco to chase, but Spencer heads it back away. Only for Needham to get a good touch. Rawson trying to stumble away through, gets it through, goes to Needham. Needham shoots, slips it behind, and Needham, the under-18, has equalised for Stocksbridge Park Steels. What a great thing to see one of the youngsters get on the score sheet today. Fantastic play from the Steels. And Needham, one of the lads that came through Mark Fretwell's under-18 side, has got on the score sheet. Needham's not one of the names that really, grabbed the attention of a lot of the people who kept an eye on the under-18s. Obviously, that was the people like Oliver Novak and John Hennessy and Brad Adams, who seemed to be the names that kept coming on. Needham wasn't one of them, but today's come on, and within a few minutes of making his first appearance as a Steel's first team player, he scored a goal. So, what more can you ask for from the young lad looking to break into the first team? You'd expect that cohort or under-18s to have a few of them hopefully get through in the next year or so. Maltby looks to build here as it's 1-1 now. They get through here into the middle and they're looking to build Maltby and get back into the lead. Onto the left wing now. Good luck ball going in. Langton gets a foot on, clears it. Danger not over. Maltby head it back into the box, but they miscue the header. It's going to bounce out for a goal kick here. So 49 minutes gone here. It's 1-1 at the moment, with Needham scoring the equaliser just a moment ago for the Steels. So fantastic play from Stocksbridge to get it. Oliver Noah was a big part of that as well. So it's a throw-in now to Maltby over just inside their own half. Throw-in going down the line and he's headed on by Ackroyd, but Turner's able to get it, and Turner is able to clear it away. DeFalco's going to look to get the header onto it, misses it, goes behind him. Rawson fighting, but head away from him, but goes back to DeFalco, gets a chest put back to Maltby there. DeFalco continues to harass him. That's forced the Maltby defender to overkick it, harry at that, and then go out to play for a throw-in. So good work from Luca DeFalco on his pressing there, forces a mistake, and the trialist left back will get a throw-in inside the Steel's half. Inside the Maltby half, I'm sorry. Going down the line. Hello, Margaret. On the who my mum was saying on the comments, as a bit of battle midfield. It's a great line, Johnny, there from the trialist left back as it here with the Needham there, tries to get through a bit of physicality and loses out in that physical battle. I think you're looking for a free kick as well, Needham, but you don't get that here in the senior game as he gets a bit of a lesson from the physical Maltby side here. So he's just Scott Robin walked past. He was the last person to score. Stocksbridge in a friendly here before Needham's goal there. As Ross Goodwin's having a bit of to-dos, and there's a bit of afters here between Hardwick and Ross Goodwin. The referee has not stopped the game for it, but there is now going to be a free kick here. And now Goodwin here is going to head-to-head with Alex Hardwick as Lee Thompson urges him to leave it there. And it's going to be... And the referee, there's a bit of the referee's having to talk to the Maltby bench here at the same time while having a chat with Hardwick, and we'll see if what it's very rare we see a booking or any sort of card in a pre-season game, and Ross Goodwin's now going to also get a talking to from the referee, and as Emery just wants to quietly get on with his free kick. So we're just having a continuation with this. So we'll wait to see if anything might happen. We will talk about our sponsors. So thank you for Jason Wilson, Car Fitter and Supplier, for sponsoring us in this season. We are grateful for any sponsor. And if you can if you want to sponsor any of our other players, stocksbridgeps.co.uk. We have it there. Lemon there slices his ball forward there. I think Turner may have got in his way a bit. Just seen there's another substitute that's come on for Maltby. They're number 12 here, which I think is Jack Harrison. Ball going long from Maltby. The trialist left back who's going to have a bit of space going to. He's going to knock it long for DeFalco to chase on left hand side, but it's a bit too long, and Miles Wright's going to come and collect that one. 52 minutes gone. It's 1-1 here at Muglet Lane.
Come on, tempo, keep it going.
Want to just have this chance just to shout out at our sponsors. As Maltby send one long, we'll see if they can do it, but actually we'll see if they can do anything with this. But they're going to look like going to bounce it off Lemon here and earn a throw in here. It seems linesman has taken his chance. Time here, making a decision, but it is going to be Maltby's throw. Yeah, so thank you very much to our sponsors. So that's Airflow, UC Build, Presto, Steel FC, DB Sports, Future Fires, Genram, and Bradford Brewery. Thank you very much for sponsors this season. Please do get in touch if you'd like to be a sponsor yourselves. So it looks like we are going to see a long throw here, with the way Maltby have chucked players into the box, and it is a very long throw, but Emery, the keeper, spills it before going down well to collect it. Even with the spill, he didn't look in danger of falling to a Maltby player. Emery just take his time over it right before he rolls it out in front of him. Takes a touch now. He's getting charged down by Hardick, who almost got a foot onto that, but Emery ends up just kicking that one right out of play. Going to be a throw in there on the left wing now. Well, left back position for Maltby. So despite Stocksbridge getting off to a great start in the second half, it's not really liven the game up, which is going at pre-season pace, to say the least. So we just wait now. And also, when it does go into the cricket field, it does take a while for the ball to come back. Hence, some of these long pauses as it goes back into right back here for Spencer, who is to head it back here for Harriet. Rawson trying to charge him down, but it is cleared away. Goodwin misses his header, but Langton shanks a clearance here. And then Thompson shows he could probably still come on by with decent control at the sidelines. And Maltby are going to go with a quick throw in here down the line before Stockbridge able to head it out for a throw in the right-hand side. I'm surprised Tomo didn't pull an hamstring controlling the ball like that, but before going in, it's going to go all the way. Emery gets a good punch onto it despite being crowded out. Maltby the first ones onto it, and before it goes back to Sullivan, who puts a good-looking ball in. Emery, though, really strong catch from Emery, and he's going to quickly roll it out for Oliver Nowak. Has he done it too much far? He hasn't. Nowak just keeps it in. Nowak controls it well. He's slowed down as he looks for reinforcements. Looks to find a Falco, a bit ahead of him. Right, clears it away. It's interesting little. Obviously, no, just on our, obviously you're here on our Stocksbridge Park Steelers YouTube channel, which is a fairly recent YouTube channel. We did a new one to go with all the new media stuff we're doing. As Stocksbridge putting a good looking ball in, actually it's going to be a bit too far and we're going out for a goal kick. The first video we did put on actually was Lee Thompson's first interview as the caretaker manager after a 3-0 loss against Liversedge. That miserable rainy night where Ed Hall got kicked in the face by Gavin Allett is the main memory of that night. Would be the first set highlights as well from Ashton in that game as well. And a lot of the modern media package you now see on Stocksbridge Park Steel's YouTube channel was born after following that game. But we don't review it that much because it was a 3-0 loss against Liversedge and it was a miserable performance on a miserable day where it just felt like it rained forever. Anyway, throwing for Stocksbridge in our own half. John Lemon running down the line. Rawson tried to get a head onto it. He went to right, then headed it off the feet of Rawson before he goes out to play for a throw in here. 56 minutes gone in this game so far. It's 1-1. Running down line before Goodwin is able to clear it. Noah's going to battle for it. Misses a header. Noah's going to go for the second one. He does get a good header onto it. And it goes to Jack Watson. Jack Watson's going to immediately look for the ball for the Falco, but it's 2 ahead of him, and it's going to go back here to right, who quickly gets it out to Spencer now. Chests it down, sends it long, and Goodwin's going to be the one trying to head it away. He does head it away, and he gets it to the trialist left back, who's pushed off the ball there, and it goes to Sullivan, who's going to cut inside, and he goes through, but well done by the trialist left back, who comes back in and clears it out. And it's knocked away there, and Maltby will get it in midfield, but only back to Needham, and Needham will take a few touches forward before laying it off to the trialist left back. The only trialist on the pitch at the moment. Left back going to get it through here, and he's going to go to DeFalco, who controls it well, finds the trialist left back here well, gets the byline, he goes down under a push, and it's going to be a penalty kick to the Steels. And it was a push in the back there, that's earned the trialist left back, the penalty kick here. And the Steels will now have the chance to take the lead. And with Ify Fabu off the pitch, Luke Rawson, who was telling me all last season he was meant to be the penalty taker, but was injured when the first penalty came. And Ify Fabu took the first one, and then, well, he kept scoring the penalties until towards the end of the season, so he became the main one. But now Rawson will get a chance to show why. Here comes Rawson, takes penalty, sends the keeper the wrong way, Steel the 2-1 up. And it has been a very good second half performance from this Steel side so far. Stocksbridge Park Steel's YouTube channel, they're not neutral. So, penalty coming from the trialist left back, getting a push in the back there as he raced into the box. Very good overlap from him. Rawson steps up, sends right the wrong way, and now the Steels are leading 2-1 in this pre-season friendly. So, back with Maltby now, who will look to come back into this game, but it's Needham who comes in well, fights really well for the ball, but a free kick's been given in the opposite direction. Thought it was going to be given Steele's way more than that, but as they try to get the free kick, Turner's in there, wraps it up and he's knocked it over to Rawson, who controls it well. Rawson into the box on the right-hand side, tries to let looking for DeFalco, and DeFalco it is deflected out for a corner kicks. 59 minutes gone in this game so far. It's 2-1 to the Steels now after a great start to the second half for the away side. 16. So Turner here, we pull off the pitch, will take this corner kick on the right-hand side. Will be the outswing here. Quite a few players up for it. Here comes the ball in. Look, it goes over the top header on and headed well by Harriet. Going to go back towards Turner on the right-hand side. He'll take a touch before putting another good-looking ball in. Rawson will get ahead towards it, and it's just over the bar from Rawson. And it's going to be back for a goal kick there, but Stocksbridge looking good so far in this half. Much better from the first half performance. Probably more chances in the first 15 minutes of this half than we saw in the entirety of that first one. I think a few of these players who will be squad players and more on the edge of making a good claim to be in the first team so far. Obviously, we won't really be able to tell who will be in the first team until that opening game against Stockton Town at the beginning of August. Spencer has a little slip as he gathers the ball, falls backward by Needham, gets it back to the central defence. Round there, we'll look to get it towards the right-hand side here, headed away, and then out for a throw-in right in front of the Maltby bench here. They're looking to move a bit quicker now, Maltby, as they look to get back into this and get an equaliser as the throw-in goes in, and it's going to go down this right-hand side now for the home side before it goes out for a goal kick. Back for Emery now, the goal kick. Emery, who has had a few good catches to make so far in this, but nothing like he had against Rossington so far, where Ross Hanna and Manasa Kayanga tried to get past him a few times. Maltby have made a substitution here. Looks like that's Callum Spencer who's coming off, and Hakim Johnson coming on for Maltby Main. Emery sending it long here, header back away, but then right back again from Lemon. Rawson will look to control it, kicks it over his head, but that's only going to go back to Ray here, who boosts this one immediately down. Trialist left back, heads it back. Rawson will look to control it, controls it really well, getting harassed, and he breaks into some space before a bit of a late one from Curry goes in, and he earns a free kick. So it'll be a good opportunity to get the ball in. Maybe a bit too central to get that sort of loft and whip that you want in, but Turner will look to use his danger men of Mitch Langton and Ross Goodwin in the box there. That there towards the right-hand side, you've got Rawson and DeFalco cut to the left. They're going to go towards the right-hand side, and it's almost reached to the end of by Oliver Novak, but it's going to go out for a goal kick. Rich, the goals were scored by Needham, the under-18 midfielder, and then the penalty from Luke Rawson. And the Steels now lead 2-1. Right, sends a goal kick out, and it's kept in well before Lemon is able to clear it downfield. Rawson chests it down well, and he's looking to let through Rawson. Ball touch from the defender, and Watson might be in here. Cuts back, tries to get the ball sideways. DeFalco looks lucky down, he can't, and it's cleared away by Hakim Johnson. But high into the air, it's danger not over yet, but it's been headed away from Needham, and now it's back with Curry, the goal scorer for Maltby Main, who was controlling it well, and he lays it off here to Solomon, who can't control it, and it's out for a Steels throw-in just inside the Maltby half. The left back Trialist goes down, and Rawson tries to control it, back headed away from him. Back to the left back as he gives it to Turner. Turner will get it crossfield here towards John Lemon, who takes a good touch, lays it down the line for Watson. Watson here just getting a bit of a nibble, but he's forced backwards. Back to Lemon, who's going to cut inside. Lemon trying to charge him, but it's a good time challenge by Curry that stops him. And it's going to go out for a throw-in here. Steels will continue their attack. 63 minutes gone in this game so far. It's 2-1 to the Steels as Maltby clear one out for a corner kick, and it's another set piece opportunity for the away side now. No problem, Rich. Happy to help you. Do feel free to comment in our live chat there. We will try and shout you out. I'm not going to repeat it all day, the goal scorers, by the way. So if you don't catch him the 8th time I say him, it's your fault at the end of the day. That's Turner here. We'll put the ball in and being punched out. It's a bit of scrappy. It's gone under the legs of Miles right before he managed to get back on himself there. Watson was hovering. I think just a slight movement, he maybe be able to get a free one. Bit clumsy in defence there for Maltby made. Hakim Johnson will charge down. Quite quick, Hakim Johnson. His ball goes on and Langton heads it back. A bit Sauls Emery a bit short, but he comes out really well to claim, and I get some applause from his coaching staff there. Langton will carry it forward. No, knock it long here. Looking for Watson, but headed out by Wright here, and it's back into the Maltby main midfield as he gives it back to Matthew Ray, who spreads out well to Hakim Johnson, who's got lots of space, and from the brief bits of pace we've seen him, he might be able to do some weird. He's battling now with Needham, and he gets it beyond him and tries to get it to Ackroyd, but the pass is too heavy, and it's going to be a throw-in here. As we see a substitution here, as Jake Squires is going to come on for Sam Ackroyd for Maltby Main. I haven't updated any of these on the sheet, I've realised, because I have no idea who some of the players who've gone off are. But it's currently with Harrison, who is deflected and cleared away from him. Watson's able to chest it down, but it's only going to go back now to Ellison, who knocks it long. Langton heads all the way back into midfield, and in two Maltby players run into each other and give the ball back to Stocksbridge there. But while they tried the quick counter-attack, it didn't work, and it's back now with Ellison. Lee Thompson had his head in his hands then as he saw the two Maltby players run into each other. As Turner here and trying to tackle there Harrison. He does, and he gives it back to Langton. Langton being harassed and clears it away, but only back to Maltby, who can launch an attack from this, as it is in the final third here. As Ellison's trying to charge down, Lemon gets in the way, tackles, goes to Turner and gives it back to Lemon, and Lemon clears it down the line. But back to Maltby. Maltby getting a time to sustain some pressure as they knock it through here. Two Squires, but again Langton comes in, keeps it in well after the tackle, and then deflects it off Squires to earn the throw-in. So 66 minutes gone, 2-1 to the Steels in this pre-season friendly. Lemon will big bullet throw down the line, very flat that actually, but it's going to just go back into midfield. Turner does it well, gives it back to Goodwin, who tries to get it through, and he's going to go all the way through to DeFalco, that ball. He's got Nowak as an option. He can find him. There'll be something on here, but the ball got deflected as it went to Nowak. Nowak does have it though, and he's going to look to find DeFalco again on this left-hand side, and he does. DeFalco puts the ball in. It's going to be a bit clumsy from Wright, who spills it out for a corner kick. I think Ray was also very close to that, and just as well as Maltby played in the first half, they have been a bit rusty here in the second, so which the Seals have been able to take advantage of with the early goals. It's a corner kick here for the away side. Turner will head over. Hopefully not be distracted by the young lass who's doing gymnastics behind that goal, I've just noticed. That might be Scott Rowan's daughter, actually, I've just not realised. The ball going in, and it's headed away well by Maltby, and they're going to try and launch the counter-attack here from his through Oliver Curry. Being followed all the way, and he's managed a good sliding challenge there from Oliver Novak, who not known for his defensive work, but does well to get back and stop Curry from advancing further and potentially turning out into something more dangerous than it turned out to be. Curry going down the line, chested down by Hardwick, and he's going to evade the challenge of Lemon, but the cross is blocked by Lemon. Hardwick's going to continue here. It's going to bounce out, and it's going to be a corner kick to Maltby. And it looks like a bit more coming to go. Jordan Lemon, they're having a bit of coming to go with one of the Maltby attackers, who Maltby, who have looked strong from set pieces throughout this game. They've looked close. They've been able to put these balls really into the 6-yard area and cause some problems for the previous goalkeeper. Here comes a very high lofted ball looking for the far end, and it's Sullivan's header who goes about a yard wide of the goal. Emery will get the ball back now. So Emery, who's had a few good catches to make, but not really had a major save to make yet. Did impress on Friday night against Rossington Main. Some great saves, one-on-one with Ross Hanna, who we know is a ball and goal scorer at this level, and also from Kumanase Kayanga, who can go round you as well. So back here for Lemon going down the line to DeFalco here, who's trying to outmuscle his man, but he has been beat for the ball by Ellison, and Ellison's going to get it away, gets it to Curry, who gets it back into defence. Bit of a poor pass, but it might be able to get on the end of it, and but the clearance only goes back to the centre. Nowak here will go one-on-one with his defender, tries to put the cross in, but Harriet blocks it well, and it's going to be a corner kick for Steels here. First time I've seen Nowak to get to feet on the ball around the edge of the pitch. Sometimes he tries to do too much, but he's obviously trying to be a bit smarter with his opportunity in the first team. Did score in last season's pre-season against Answorth. As Turner prepares to take this corner kick. Corner going in, looking for the far post here, but headed away quite comfortably by Maltby, and they get it out here to Squires, who looks to turn. He's been followed by Needham and gets it beyond Needham, but only back to Jordan Lemon here, who will clear it right back down the line and out for a throw-in. And there's going to be another substitution for Maltby now. I think he's coming from the opposite end of the pitch. I'm trying to keep a track of who it's going to be. So it looks like it'll be Louis Thwaites coming on. And annoyingly, the person who's coming off is taking his shirt off, so I can't see the number on his back to tell me who it is. So I think being told by some of the Maltby fans that it's Sullivan. I hope it is. One was pre-season where not the same. As we have a few of the Stocksbridge players from the first half come past with Tucker Poole and Lewis McCaskill. Yeah, nod from Tucker, not from Lewis. Come on, man. As it goes back to the Trials left back who's clipped it long, but it's beyond everyone, and Wright's going to gather that one comfortably. Back here with Miles right now, who's going to send it long now. As some industrial language is getting used by some increasingly frustrated Maltby fans. Yeah. So it's just a moment where we're going to keep saying he's definitely not a Maltby fan. He's not a Maltby fan, and then he just shouts immediately after, "Come on, Maltby!" He's a very bad Stocksbridge fan, if not. As ball goes forward here, and it's with Curry, the goal scorer, on the left-hand side, putting a ball in, but it's a poor one, and it's going out behind the goal here. For on the little pitch they have behind the goal here, where there was a bit of training session going on before we got here with some of the youngsters. A lot of teams do train with, because this is quite a. If you've never been to Muglet Lane, there is quite a large complex. There's a cricket field on the opposite side and a few football fields behind us. As Emery sends it long here, Rawson heads it on. DeFalco tries to get it, but he slips a bit, and that allows Harriet to clear. And it's actually going to be a free kick here, but to Maltby. As it looks like we are going to see a Stocksbridge substitution. It looks like Lemon and Turner are going to head off, and Tyler Foley is going to return to the pitch, as well as Luke Hogg. So Hogg, obviously a new signing from Ossett United. Tyler Foley, one of the under-18s from the unbeaten side last year. So we're having a look to see where players are settling. It looks like Tyler Foley will go to right back, be a direct replacement for Jordan Lemon, and obviously Hogg being a centre midfielder will be the same for Curtis Turk. So now back for that free kick there was headed wide of the goal. It's going to be a goal kick here. So we are I believe 73 minutes into this game now, and it's 2-1 to the Steels. Again, not really had much pace in it in this second half after that initial burst from Stocksbridge, which got them from being behind to being in the lead. Hakim Johnson's tearing down the lead, having a race through Oliver Noah. A great battle here between the two. Before the pass goes off, and Maltby trying to break their way into the box. Cross is going to go in, but the offside flag is up, and that stops the attacking strike. That was a fantastic race and physical battle between Hakim Johnson and Oliver Noah there. Both players matching each other stride for stride. As a number 18 comes on for Maltby May. So Oliver Curry off, and number 18, who, to my knowledge, all the substitutes on the bench for Maltby had been used. So we'll see. We'll keep a track on Maltby's Twitter and see if we can see what's going on. As it battles in midfield, Goodwin and having a bit of that, and Goodwin goes head over heel there and comes off smiling there, wrestling there. I don't even know, like, going to tear down the left wing. He tries to send the ball through down the left-hand side here to DeFalco. DeFalco as well. Ball goes in, but sliding challenge blocks out for a corner kick. Here comes a corner kick. So he'll just get Luke Hott is going to be the man to take it. He took the one from which Stocksbridge scored against Rossington. Jack Watson, the man who scored that goal, in the 6-yard box at the moment. Lofty one looking for the far end. Goodwin's going to head it back in. Rawson looking to get it. Hits his back. Volleys it. Smashes the back of the net. Wilson gets his second of the game. It came off his back initially, but he was able to get the control and just smashes it with a volley. And it's 3-1 to the Steels here. So Luke Rawson with a fantastic volley there for the Steels, and having missed pre-season completely last year after getting injured in a charity game before, and then this time he is getting a full pre-season. Rawson, and he's making the most of it. Scored twice here now already today. As a poor passes like DeFalco in on the left-hand side. He's trying to break through, but it's a good tackle. Stopped him in his tracks. Maltby clear it. It goes back to Goodwin here. And it's a good little touch from Goodwin that gets it away from Hardwick. Gets it to Foley on the right-hand side, who carries it forward. He's going to carry it quite well forward before laying a short one off to Watson. Foley's now going to offer himself as the overlap, but instead Watson goes central to Nowak. Doesn't really control it, but allows it to go to the trialist left back. Cuts back and then finds Nowak here on the left-hand side, who is going to cut inside, and he's looking here for the shot, Nowak, but it's going to be spilled, and then Watson's here, and it's going to be 4-1. And Miles Wright will be disappointed with that one. It's comes from Nowak. Trickery there, gives him the space, curls it the right one. It does look like the shot's initially going to be quite easily saved by Miles Wright, but he spills it, and Jack Watson is able to tap it in, and it's going to be 4-1 here. So it's been a great showing for some of the younger players of the Steels so far in the second half. It's only for Nowak who created that fourth goal, really, but though he won't get the assist because of the assist rules. Because obviously the keeper spilled it, and now it's currently the same scoreline as it was against Rossington on Friday night, 4-1. So 76 minutes gone so far in this game. As it goes back to the trialist left back. He's going to charge forward here. Finds DeFalco. Who's looking to control. Gets it through to Nowak. 1-2 passing. He gives to the trialist left back, but it's cleared away. there by Harry. And now there might be a counter, and it's a good pass to Ord here down the right-hand side, who's got some space. Langton's going to cover. Not really many options in the box, but now here they arrive. There's many of the substitutes there for Ord's ball is blocked by Langton and out for a throw-in. Ball going to go to the right-hand side. We're going to cross it, looking for the cross. The cross does come in, but it's low, and it's going to be out for a goal kick. Rich, I will look in to see if we can get a clock on the screen. There must be a way, but I've been thinking of that for emojis, and it turns out there wasn't. And I can see Richmond saying, "Go on, Jackie boy." That is Jack Watson's third goal of pre-season. Challenge from Rossington Main last week, and he's looking, and then scored twice against his former side, and he's looking like a great. If he can continue this pre-season form anyway in the main season, he's going to be a great sign. Rawson controls well from a long ball forward, looks to find Watts again, but does oversell it a bit. It's been well claimed by Wright, who pass it back to Ellison now. Rawson tries to tackle Ellison, does get a bit onto it, and then Ellison's clearance is charged down by Watson, still with Maltby now as they look to carry it out, and they're going to get it down through in there before the pass is poor, and Langton gets away in a bit of there's a foot left in there. Peels for a handball. Nowak not giving. Nowak trying to get away from his man there, and he does, and he lays it off well to Needham. Needham going to carry it forward now, back to Rawson. And challenge there is completely missed. Rawson's going to try and lay it through, but it's a poor ball in the end, and it's going to go back to Miles Wright. We've just entered the 80th minute in this game. Rich McNabb, proud uncle. Can't wait to see you down at Brackenmore with the rest of the relatives we always seem to get quite a few of in every game. Sometimes we get more relatives than we do fans. We have done in the past anyway, especially Sheffield Senior Cup. Anyway, we have Needham now, who's going to try and get it forward. He's looking to get a killer pass through, but it's been blocked by Hakeem Johnson, who's going to charge forward here, gets it back into midfield and back into the defence here with Thwaites, who gets it crossfield to Ellison on the left-hand side. Foley will come in close, and he gets it beyond him to the mystery number 18, who can't control it. And it goes out to play for a throw-in to the Steelers. Foley here will take the throw-in. Gets it inwards looking for Noah, but it's headed back away before Hogg hugs it forwards. Watson's got the beating of his man after a flick on. Watson on the right-hand side turn out. He's got Rawson as an option. Looking to find Rawson, but well cleared away by Harriet as Rawson looks for his hat-trick in this game. And now there'll be a corner kick here. Nowak is going to head over to take this corner, the youngster. And a few of them are under 18.
No.
Oh, you're 18. Nowak's going to put the ball in, looking for Langton. Langton heads it towards the far post, blocked off the line there. And it goes back to Hogg now, who's outside the box, who's going to switch play. Look, finds Oliver Novak on the right-hand side. Hyde, looking to go one-on-one defender, cuts inside, but the second defender tackles him. Back with Goodwin here. Goodwin, pass it back to Foley. Foley, first touch ball into the box, ballooned, and will go over the bar and out of play. So we are closing in towards the end of the game here. As Wright sends this on long, but Needham wins ahead against long, and Rawson tries to control, though it's a good tackle goes in, and it's in the main midfield. Novak misses that tackle. Ball looking here to find the 14 here on Maltby, looking to put the ball in. He's been passed around the midfield here. The mystery number 18 takes a shot, but it's always going wide. And now it's back to, and Emery will get the chance in goal again. I don't think the number 18 is impressing some of the Maltby fans here so far. So we are roughly getting close towards the end of this one now, as the Charles left back goal gets one forward. Watson was trying to get on the end of it, but even though he's a quick player, couldn't get on the end of that. So it's 83 minutes gone. 4-1 to the Steels. As this long ball from the keeper goes right to the number 17 here, who's going to pick it back. It comes off the back of Langton, and then Hogg is able to clear. Nowak chests it down well, and he's controlling. Gives it back to Foley here. Foley sends it long here, looking for Watson, but it will be cleared out for a throw-in. It's a good way to learn new words here, I've discovered. Well, no ones I know, but not allowed to say on the radio. As Nowak here gets a tackle and earns a free kick for the Steels. Something I recommend for Maltby if you want to raise some funds. A swear box would make you about 50 quid per game, I'd swear. Might pay a few of your players' wages off. As it goes down the right-hand side here, ball being whipped in. Rawson tries to get the header on, but it's Harriet there who heads it out. It's going to be another corner kick to the Steels. Nowak will head over to take this corner now. So, 84 minutes on, we has no outlook. Sorry, to set piece in. Low ball, and Goodwin tries to flick it on. Goes to Langton, whose shot is deflected, and it's another corner kick. And Nowak will take another corner here after what looked like initially not a great effort, actually caused some problems in the Maltby box, and it was the awareness of the 16 for Maltby that stopped it. Here comes Nowak. Another attempt at low, flicked on. Rawson gets a touch, but it's eventually cleared by Maltby. Obviously a deliberate, that sort of corner, as the counter is blocked off by the trialist left back here, but then his clearance is blocked off as well by Ord, but he does eventually get it back to Hogg, who will recycle it, and he gets it to Nowak here on the right-hand side, but he loses it after a poor touch, and Ellison's going to try and turn defence into attack here. He's trying to barge through, but eventually Ellison does a push in the back on the Hogg there, and it's going to be a free kick on that right-hand side. So Langton will get this on the right now for a free kick. Ball going long here. Wants to try to get on that long ball, but it's going to go back here. Linesman just indicated there's just 3 minutes left in this game. As he goes back into the right-hand side, DeFalco almost gets his tackle in, but still fails to as it goes back to Harriet. Now back into the right back, Hakeem Johnson sends it long here, but that's way too long. He's going to go back to Emery with little trouble. He takes it to his feet, the goalkeeper, for the short pass to Goodwin, who's done a decent job at centre-back in the second half. As they get it here to the Charles left back to Goodwin now. Goodwin will send it long, and DeFalco might get it, but it's actually going to be Watson who catches that defence, but Wright comes out to his goal and boots it out, and I think it hit one of our volunteers over there. So the Trialist left back will go. The throw-in just being knocked out of play. It's going to be another throw-in to the Steels there. Positive end to the game here so far for the away team. Well, until there's a poor pass there that goes right out of play, and it's a throw-in, and they're going to try and launch the counter attack here. Being caught though, Maltby here in the field, and it's the Trialist left back who gets some good tackles and gets a good second tackle in as well. And he switches play, but no one's there for that switching play, and it's going to go out to be a throw-in on that left-hand side for Maltby. So the throwing it going down the line, it goes over the top and looking for trying to get Ord onto it, but Goodwin just boots that into Route Z, or into the cricket pitch anyway. So throwing here on the left-hand side for Maltby as they look to try and get consolation to end this game with some more positive things to say, because their first half performance, you couldn't really fault it. Their defence was brilliant. Matt Ray and Harriet being fantastic in their defence, but in the second half, the much changed Stocksbridge team was able to break them down and have netted 4 in this half. And that, as Maltby break through, it's able to clear out. Ray heads it down, and Harriet slips there, and DeFalco's trying to charge onto it, but Harriet's done well to recover and clear that way, but only back to Goodwin, who clears it back into midfield here. Nowak will stop him advancing forward. It's going to go all the way back into central defence now to Wright, and then to Ellison on the left-hand side, who's going to push forward. It's a good run from Ellison here, who's going to get beyond quite a few, but The last touch for Vades, and it's actually going to, well, it came off. Foley, I think, last time it's going to be a corner kick. So corner for Maltby. So they've been strong at set pieces so far in this game, and this one looks a good one here to far post. Headed away though by the trialist left back for Nowak. Gets another clearance on, so it's going to be a throw in on this right hand side. So Maltby looking to end the game attacking. And it looks like it will be a long throw here from Squires. Big long throw into the 6-yard box. Headed away by Goodwin. It sees it's on the right hand side of the box now in our blind area. Ricochets off a few before it goes out for a goal kick. It's banged out for Emery. He's going to take it short here to Langton. Langton's going to carry it forward here. Nowak calling for it on the opposite side of the pitch. And that's who Langton's going to try and find, but it's over everyone's heads and going to go out for a throw-in on that other side now. And that will be the full-time whistle. So Stocksbridge for the second game in a row have won 4-1 in pre-season, beating Maltby Main after going down 1-0 initially in the first half. A penalty was saved by the Trials goalkeeper, then converted by Oliver Curry. Then in the second half, there was an equaliser. Good play allowed Needham, the under-18 player, to finish from close range. Then a penalty kick allowed saw Luke Rawson send one the wrong way. A volley from Luke Rawson made it 3-1, and then the game capped off after a spill from the goalkeeper allowed Jack Watson to score inside the 6-yard box. And actually, this is a very concerning thing as I'm seeing the Trials left back here and actually just staying on the ground afterwards, but he is back to see now. So it's another positive performance for the Seals. I want to thank you, Maltby Main, for being great hosts here today. I've been Adam Allcroft, your commentator today, and we will look forward to seeing you on Wednesday night for another friendly away at Answorth. They just keep on coming. Thank you very much for listening, and goodbye.